For more on all the political drama in the nation's capital, we're joined by analyst Michael Geoghegan, our political analyst. So, Michael, thanks for joining us. We're still waiting for a full list of who's in, who's out, but we are expecting to hear from former Bank of Canada Governor Mark Carney to make his announcement at some point this week. How do you see him potentially going toe-to-toe with Pierre Poilievre or incoming U.S. President Donald Trump?
Well, I think he's got his work cut out for him, not the least of which is that the Liberal Party is deeply unpopular federally. But it's also that Pierre Poilievre has already labeled him Carbon Tax Carney because of his favorable comments about carbon taxes. He's also someone that has been very much part and parcel of the World Economic Forum. And one of the criticisms of Trudeau was that, you know, he was seen as someone who had been captured by the World Economic Forum, like even Klaus Schwab bragging about how he had penetrated the cabinets and gave Trudeau as a prime example. And so I think those are two strikes. And then, of course, in social media, there's some pictures of him with Ghislaine Maxwell and Prince Andrew, which of course people have used to cast aspersions on him. So that's a lot of the baggage he has to overcome is that he's a globalist at a time when people are feeling very nationalistic in terms of what they want for leadership in Canada.
So he's one of the high-profile maybes, as we have yet to hear a specific yes from him. The other two major candidates, Chrystia Freeland and Christy Clark, your thoughts on how they could, take the Liberal Party ultimately?
Well, with Chrystia Freeland, of course, she's deeply unpopular with Canadians who had their bank accounts frozen during the Freedom Convoy protests, and is seen as someone who, while Trudeau was flying around the globe, she was the one actually running things back at home. So again, it's no one is more welded to the Trudeau legacy than Chrystia Freeland. Christy Clark. She's scrappy. She knows how to come from behind. The problem is that she had that issue where she initially said that she had never been a conservative, when in fact it was well known that she had briefly joined the Conservatives in order to support Jean Charest's leadership bid. So again, it's a technical issue, but the fact that she wasn't forthcoming about it and got caught out on it, that's certainly given her a bit of a stumble as she headed towards the starting gate.
And Michael, as the list of Liberals casting their bids either in or out continues to dwindle, as we saw some high-profile candidates saying they're out, including Anita Anand, what do we expect? What can we expect between now and March, ultimately?
Well, what you have, of course, to keep in mind is that there's a very high entrance fee, $350,000. That's a lot of money to try and raise, and you also have a very short window in terms of running for that position. There's a current MP and a former MP that have thrown their hat in the ring, but I'm not clear whether or not they have that entrance fee in place. But certainly, this is extremely challenging for anyone who's considering a run, especially when you're up against a situation where the opposition Conservatives are miles ahead of you in the polls.
Michael Geoghegan, always appreciate your time. CTV News political analyst. Thanks so much for this.
Thank you.